Hi buddies, how are you all of you? Fine. So this is the last part of our lecture in cost and revenue, and here two concepts we will try to understand and this chapter will over. The first one is the relationship between average cost and marginal cost. What is the relation between both, and then we will move toward the revenue. Okay, and what is the basic difference between the cost and revenue, that we will try to understand. But first of all, let's try to understand the marginal cost and average cost relationship. You can see this schedule I have drawn here. Outputs are 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7 unit, and in that your total cost is 20 35 45 60 85 115 and 150. Is it clear? Okay. Now average cost. So how to find average cost? Total cost is divided by total output. So 20 divided by 120, 35 divided by 2, 17.5, 45 divided by 3, 50, 60 divided by 4, 50, 85 divided by 5, 70, 115 divided by 6, 19.2, and 150 divided by 7, that is 21.2. And similarly, to find the marginal cost, one additional unit. So it will no change here. Again, when 35 we subtract 20 because this is additional, so we get 15. 35 subtract 45, 10. 45 subtracted by 60, 15. 60 subtracted by 85, 15. 115 subtracted by 85, 25. Okay, and 85 subtracted by 115, 30, and 150 subtracted by this one, that is 35. Is it clear? Like this way you will get this, and accordingly you have to draw this curve. How? So see here, in 1 unit average cost is 20. So see, 1 unit your average cost is 20. In 2 unit it is 17.5, means it has reduced. 22 it becomes 17.5, it has come here. Then 15, in third and fourth it is constant, means एक ही level चल रहा है. After in fifth point it is little increased, 17, and in sixth point 19.2, and in seventh point 21.2. So it move like U shape, like this way. See. Okay. Now you see the marginal cost. In 1 unit, no change at all, but in second unit, the marginal cost become 15. See, it is here, just below this. Okay, and in third unit, it become 10. Means it has goes down. Means here your marginal cost become less than your average cost. Average cost थोड़ी ज़्यादा है, लेकिन marginal cost देखो एकदम कम हो गया, इससे भी कम हो गया. And after that marginal cost started to increase. So you can see here, in the fourth point, again it become 15, 10 to 15, means it increased, and this is the position where marginal cost and average cost become same. ये एक ऐसी position होती है जिसके आगे कोई भी प्रोड्यूसर जाना चाहेगा नहीं तो वो लॉस करेगा. Is it clear? After you can see, in fifth point it become 25, in sixth 30, and 7 35. So it become just like a hockey stick. Okay, so it shows the relationship between the average cost and marginal cost. Once you see it, okay, then I will explain you from your textbook. Okay, now I already explained you the scheduled and graph. Now let's see the relationship between them. See, initially average cost decrease. So you can see here, initially average cost is decreased. Okay, then marginal cost also decrease. Marginal cost decrease more than average cost. And that is why when marginal curve is decreased, the remain below average cost curve. And due to that reason, your marginal curve is below to average. In second condition, It is a position where marginal cost and average cost both become same, both become equal. Okay, when average cost is minimum, okay, marginal cost started to rise and intersect each other at a particular point, and marginal cost and average cost become equal. And in third situation, where marginal cost become greater than the average cost, when marginal cost intersect the average cost, then both the cost started to increase. दोनों बढ़ते हैं लेकिन marginal cost का proportion it is more than average cost. Okay, but marginal cost is rapid than increase in average cost, and therefore marginal cost curve above that average cost curve is given, which you can see in this diagram. Okay, now next is your long run average cost curve. According to Benham, to long run there is no distinction between fixed cost and variable cost. मतलब लंबे टाइम में फिक्स कॉस्ट और वेरिएबल कॉस्ट दोनों सेम ही हो जाते हैं, दोनों में कोई फर्क पड़ता नहीं है. द क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ कॉस्ट एज फिक्स्ड एंड वेरिएबल बिकम irrelevant in a long run as all factor of production become variable. In order to increase production in the long run, factor of productions can altered at any proportion. Means प्रोडक्शन को इंक्रीज करने के लिए फैक्टर्स को इधर उधर मूव ऑन करते हैं, देयरफॉर द स्केल ऑफ फर्म एक्सपांड. फॉर एग्जांपल, द रेम्यूनरेशन पेड बाय एन एम्प्लॉय इज कंसीडर्ड एज अ फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट इन शॉर्ट रन. हाउएवर, इन लॉन्ग रन it responds to increase the demand. If the producer decided to increase production, then she employ more worker and he had to pay the more remuneration. Okay. Now here we have complete the cost concept. Now next one we will try to understand the revenue. So what is the basic difference first of cost and revenue? Let's try to understand it. आपने इस चौक को बनाने में 5 रुपए का खर्च विथ लेबर इंक्लूड किया, लेकिन जब आप मार्केट में इसको सेल करोगे यू विल सेल इन टू 7 रुपीज और 8 रुपीज. तो जो आपको इनकम कॉस्ट के ऊपर मिल रही है दैट इज कॉल्ड द रेवेन्यू. उसको हम लोग रेवेन्यू बोलते हैं. एंड रेवेन्यू इज ऑलवेज ग्रेटर देन कॉस्ट, देन ओनली फर्म विल अर्न प्रॉफिट, अदरवाइज नॉट. Is it clear? So now let's talk about the concept of revenue. It is just like your marginal cost and average cost, like that way only. So first of all, let's try to understand what is exactly revenue. When total revenue of the firm is higher than the total cost, then profit occur, which I told you just now. So total revenue is lower than total cost, then it become loss. Okay, and each and every firm think about the profit, not about the loss. So revenue is always higher than the cost. So let's talk about first total revenue. Okay, so what is total revenue? So total revenue means whatever unit production is there, okay, when you multiply is by the price of the commodity, then that is called the total revenue. Suppose, see here, suppose quantity unit is 100 and your price is 50, then total revenue is how much? Your total revenue is 5,000 rupees. Is it clear? What is next? Next is your average revenue. When total revenue is divided by total sell, okay, then it is called the average revenue. Suppose in this case only 5,000 total revenue is there, okay, and 1,000 unit of selling is there, okay. So in that condition, 50,000 is the total revenue and 1,000 unit is the selling, so definitely you can say 50 rupees is the average revenue. बराबर है. तो टोटल हम लोग एवरेज ऐसे ही फाइंड आउट करते हैं. एंड आफ्टर दैट मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू, व्हेन you produce something additional, okay, and you get something additional by that, and that is the marginal revenue. Suppose your total revenue is 50,000, लेकिन एडिशनल यूनिट पैदा करने की वजह से आपका जो रेवेन्यू है it become 50. Okay, 50,000 and this is 50,000, 50. So what is your marginal revenue? 50,000, 50 minus 50,000. यानी कितना आ गया 50 rupees. So that is extra, that is the marginal revenue. Okay. Now total revenue, average revenue and marginal revenue under competitive market. This is the next topic actually, but in short I am explaining you. Competitive market means it is a situation of one market where are many buyer and many sellers are there. बहुत सारे बेचने वाले होते हैं और खरीदने वाले भी उतने ही होते हैं. So that is the meaning of perfect competitive market. In next lecture or next lesson we will understand it in the comprehensive way. So here I am not explaining you a lot. So average revenue equal to marginal revenue in perfect competitive market. There is no difference between both. Okay. And similarly, total revenue, average revenue and marginal revenue in imperfectly competitive market means where there is a monopoly, there is a oligopoly, monopolistic competition. All these we will going to understand next topic, and then at that time I will explain you more in detail. Okay, in imperfect competition market, the average revenue is always more than the marginal revenue. Average revenue ज़्यादा होती है and marginal revenue कम होती है, and all that things very detail I will explain you in when I will start the concept of market, because it is totally independent chapter, children. If I will not explain you that and directly I will start this one here, so you will not understand properly. So due to that reason, first when we will start that, and at that time I will make it associate with that, and little deeply I will explain you the relationship between the market, and the revenue related to it, how revenue is related to it, especially the marginal revenue and average revenue. Okay, so here this chapter I have completed. यहाँ पे पूरा किया है हम लोगों ने. Next one is the market. Okay, when we will start in next video. Here this chapter is over. Whatever PDF will come, please solve it. Okay, write the answers and try to learn. Very soon again you are going to face your first exam. Okay, unit test you are going to face, so be ready for that and do a lot of hard work in your home. Okay, so all the best. Okay, bye, see you.